Hey guys, Dr. Jake Vilkins here with Olson Family Chiropractic, and today I'm coming to you from our Welcome area, and I'm sitting down, and the reason why is that this is where the majority of Americans are spending their lives. The reality is that 80% of Americans spend 80% of their day sitting, and this is something that we talk about over and over and over again in our office, and the conversation goes something like this. Hey doc, I drive at least a half hour to work. When I get to work, I sit at my desk all day long, 8, 10, 12 hours a day. I get up to go to the bathroom. I get a couple glasses of water a day. Usually I take my lunch to my office and I continue to work. I get back in my car and I drive home. Then, like all of you guys at home, if you think about what you do when you get home from work, you probably make dinner with your family, you put the kids to bed, and then you sit on the couch and watch Netflix or some streaming service for a couple hours before going to bed. Wake up the next morning, and the cycle continues. We're simply just sitting too much. So oftentimes when somebody comes into the office with the old adage like, "Oh, doc, my back, it's killing me," I look at them and say, you might be right. We got to get up and start to move. Now, what we also talk about very, very frequently is that technology is a wonderful thing. It has progressed our society exponentially in the last 20 years, but unfortunately, technology has made all of us more dependent on just sitting in front of a computer. What happens when we're sitting, like you see me right here, is that usually my knees are much closer to my body, which means my hip flexors here are allowed to tighten up. And that happens because our muscles function like rubber bands. If we take point A and point B and we bring them closer together, things are going to get more taut and more tight. The other thing that happens is that my core is not engaged right now because I'm sitting. I have this nice chair to support myself. Also with that, if you think about sitting versus standing, my glutes don't have to engage. So those are relaxing as well, becoming deconditioned. Well, if we're not engaging here and we're not engaging the backside, then my low back erectors, the muscles that are in my lumbar spine, those need to engage, and those can become extremely tight as well. And that's why a lot of people who sit all day have low back pain, because their body just is no longer moving the way that we want it to. Then when you look at how your car is working, oftentimes if you're a big guy like me sitting in a car, the space that you're driving in is much smaller than what it needs to be. So you're also sitting in this tight, compact position. Yes, we're talking about low back, but if you think about what's happening up top, things are getting tighter and compressed as well. What I mean by that is that if I'm sitting at a computer, usually I'm leaned in, engaging, typing away, or I'm mousing. Everything up here is compressed and tight. Same thing with driving. I have one hand on the steering wheel, or I'm shifting. Things are always in front of us, which is only going to make these hip flexors tighter. It's only going to make your low back more tight. So guys, I hope that you got something out of this video. I hope that you're a little bit more motivated to, at the office, get up, maybe take one extra lap around the office. Any questions that you have, please comment on this video below and we'll definitely get back to you. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the office. Have a fantastic day.